Hello there guys, welcome to TRANSCRIBE World. It's Qwerty Afro, and this is a first for me because I actually, I have not actually done a TRANSCRIBE World video for you guys since actually the beta, when TRANSCRIBE World was still like in development really. But I'm here finally, because I thought I'd do a TRANSCRIBE World, a CSX Heavy Haul video before the Great Western Express DLC does come out. So this will kind of be like a preparing for TRANSCRIBE World Great Western Express video. It'll be also kind of like a discussion and kind of just like just my kind of general thoughts and stuff of the game, of what this new DLC is to come, and what's to expect, and my kind of thoughts and opinions of what it's going to be about and leading into it and kind of stuff like that. I thought I'd just give out just little thoughts and stuff, because I've seen many people ask me my opinions and stuff of what do you think about it coming out, and what do you think it's going to be and stuff like that. And then obviously I wanted to do something like that, and obviously it's a good opportunity for me to actually do a video on TRANSCRIBE World CSX Heavy Haul, because I have not actually done one since the beta, and a lot has changed. There's been many reasons why I haven't myself actually played or done videos of TRANSCRIBE World CSX Heavy Haul. One of the ones is I don't really like American routes and trains and stuff like that. It's just personal preference. I don't really enjoy playing on the CSX Heavy Haul route. It's just not my kind of route, not my kind of train I like to drive, not my kind of thing with freight. Just kind of that kind of stuff that really puts me off of playing this actual game. There's obviously loads of people out there that do love it, and there's people out there that don't like passenger services, but I prefer passenger services. Another reason is in the beginning stages of the launch of TRANSCRIBE World, it had a lot of optimization issues, and it just made me kind of just not enjoy playing this game. And now I'm thankful to say that I'm playing right now, I'm recording as well, and I have to say optimization has been improved drastically. Absolutely improved wonders. This is just so much better than what it was when I opened the game at the beginning of this year. So that's definitely a plus point right now, and I'm really then eager to see what the Great Western Express is going to look like, because the optimization with CSX Heavy Haul for now that I'm playing it is actually really good. And I'm glad to be actually playing a bit more TRANSCRIBE World leading into the Great Western Express. So those are my main things why I haven't actually been doing TRANSCRIBE World on the channel that much. But obviously leading into the Great Western Express, that's something I'm very much more interested in than CSX Heavy Haul. I definitely want to give you my 2 cents and my little bit of opinions and bit of comments on it and stuff like that, and I'm sure you guys would like that too. We're here in, I'm doing a service today. Let me see if I can get out here. I'm doing a service today. Oh my god, this FPS is so much better. I'm doing a service today from the Chicago, I don't know what it's called actually, to be honest, but we're doing a service today in, if I can actually get down here, can I get down please? Can I get down? I don't think I can. Oh no, it's from here. Oh, that's just the coupling thing. But I'm driving the, I don't know what this loco is called, I'm not gonna lie. It's just something I don't really take into account when I play CSX Heavy Haul. The locos, is that the CW4 for AC? I don't know. I like the look of this one the most out of all of them. The one that has this kind of nice flat wider cab. I like it a lot more than the other one, which is a lot old. I think it's older. I think this one's much newer. The cab is also a lot more modern inside, which is really nice. What are we actually hauling? I don't even know what we're hauling. We can just run back to the back and see. Oh my god, that lighting and flickering. Still some things obviously with the game that need improving, but for now this is pretty good. I think we have 2 locos here, and then we're hauling just some cargo freight in these. I don't even know what these. I'm bad with freight. I'm sorry, but we're hauling cargo essentially. I just wanted to come out and give a. Oh my god! Look, you see, there's some flickering with the lighting or whatever. I don't know if you guys can pick up on that, but yeah, you can see there's like, I passed this. Yeah, okay. There's something wrong here with the lighting, because when I pass here, it's fine, absolutely fine when I look around. But when I go back there, to see just little tinkering issues there. Let's just close that. That's nice. Right. let's get back up on board. Let's get back into our train. I don't know what we're doing. I just picked this random service. I'm not doing a scenario. I'm just doing a service where I just get to kind of pick my train. Oh, one thing I actually even... Oh, look, there's another person here. Oh, no, no, no. Do you want to give up controls? No, no, no. There's another engineer on board with me, which is pretty cool. But let's get back on here. One thing to show... And you can see the lighting's a bit interesting. I have a new livery for this. I think they released a new livery kind of patch thing, which is pretty cool. You can see here, it's like, it's kind of blue and grey, which looks really nice compared to the old one, which is just pure blue. So that's kind of nice. Anyway, the shout-outs for this video, because, you know, I still do shout-outs, and if you want to shout out, use the QWERTY forms link down below. The shout-outs for this video go to Berdan, Aksu, and Erdal Aksu. And that was a full name there, and Rob FC. That's again Berdu, Aksu, and Erdal Aksu, and Rob FC. The links and stuff will be down below. Show them some love. If you've included a link with your request for a shout in the QWERTY forms, then it'll be supplied below. If you don't include a link in the QWERTY forms, then it'll just be your name below. Right. What are we doing here? Go via Hindman. Can I request to... Yeah, can I request that? Yeah, if you press tab, you can actually go here and request to pass signal on danger, which is free. Proceed at restricted speed. Okay. What are we doing here? We're putting the reverser forward, which the reverser is there. And then essentially I have to lower the independent brake. So I'm going to put on release, and then I'm going to take off the actual... What is this one? The automatic brake. And we shall start going, shall we? I'll just do a little horn, of course. And I think... I don't know what's that in the top right. I think that's like the score or something, which is pretty cool. So I'm on bronze right now, I assume. But we're making our way here. Go via Hindman is the first objective here, and that's about 13 miles away with that little scenario marker there ahead, which I do like some of these kind of new features in this game where there's a lot more helpful things, obviously for newer players, and it's just nice. I like the refresh of the HUD and stuff like that. It feels like I just haven't really given a review, well, not a review of this game, but just an overlook of this game since the beta, so maybe in this video you'll hear me saying a lot of things that you've probably seen already in Train Simulator World videos, but obviously this is my first one since the beta. But I have to say the first thing I'm noticing is the optimization. I am getting really nice FPS, and this is something that, this is how I've wanted to play this game since the start, and now that it's at this kind of point where like it's actually good, it's flowing well. Because when I loaded this in for the first time, it's just so poorly optimized. I was getting really bad FPS, and I have a good graphics card. And the thing is, it's an Unreal Engine 4, and I play like Fernbus, and Fernbus is very well optimized, and I don't seem to have any problems running that. The only times I do have problems is maybe when I'm streaming or other stuff, even maybe recording when when the CPU needs to use a lot more power to kind of do things like encoding and stuff like that. But for now, this is really good. I'm enjoying this immensely. It feels good. This is how I feel the game should have felt like at launch. But obviously, Dovetail, this is a new game for them. This is Unreal Engine 4. They're not used to this, so it's going to be quite a long time till they polish things out, and I understand that. I've said quite a lot on streams as well that Train Sim World will be still a work in progress project. I would give at least 2 to 3 years for an actual polished final game, where we'll have a good few DLCs hopefully to kind of, because when the first Train Sim came out, that had a few routes. This one so far only has this one route, and it's only freight, so there's not a lot of variety and stuff to do with it, but we can get by that because obviously we now have the Great Western Express coming out, and I do want to talk more about that in this kind of scenario. I don't know how long this scenario is, by the way, so we're just kind of going to go with the flow. It might even be an hour long. I have no idea. We'll just sit here and we'll just do things, I suppose. But The Great Western Express. I'm not hyped about it. I've already given my kind of initial reaction to it, where I clearly put out there I'm not hyped for it. Obviously, it is probably the most exciting thing. I would say, obviously, it is a passenger service coming into Train Sim World. I'm going to put forward there straight away for the Great Western Express DLC. I am not happy with the route that was chosen. I'm not happy with the trains that was selected for it. And I'm not generally happy with the length of the route. But those are things that, you know, I'm not really looking for. Those are just things that are just personal preference. Things I'm excited for and I am looking forward for. I'm going to increase a bit of power here, because I think we have a 38 speed limit. I'm not even too sure, you know, but we'll increase a bit. The things I am looking for in Train Sim World, the things I'm most excited for, or even hyped, but I don't want to use hyped because I'm not really hyped. I'm like, you know, I was probably more hyped at the announcement of Train Sim World, and that's all so far I've been hyped for this game. I'm more interested about the features. I want to know what we're going to be doing in passenger services, obviously because this is a new game. This is not the old gen of Train Sim, which had certain restrictions on features and operations and things that you could do in a normal passenger service. Now, are we gonna, oh yes, we're gonna have to lower down here to about 15, so I'm just gonna quickly add a bit of automatic brake. That should be enough. That should be good. Hopefully. There we go. And that's nicely does it, actually. And we come down to 15. Nice. Good. I'll add one power. Wait, is that released? Yes, it is. Right, I'm going to put it on P2, P1. There we go, P2. That should be enough. We're going to just be just cruising through here. I don't even know what this town is, but it's a nice town. I actually haven't been here before with CSX Heavy Haul, so I'm seeing new things, but this is, I can see new things in better optimization, so I am enjoying it. Because normally it was mainly in Train Sim, in CSX Heavy Haul at the beginning, it was loads of these kind of built up areas that had really bad FPS issues. This is fantastic now. Absolutely beautiful. Smooth, good, consistent, 50 to 60 FPS. That is what I want, and this is what I'm getting, and I'm very, very happy. So it's very enjoyable to play so far. So back to Great Western Express. So my kind of excitement or hype, as you can say, is mainly with the features. I want to see what's going to be different, what's going to evolve, because obviously when Train Sim World was announced, I was, well, there was loads of other people and me kind of thinking it could just be, I don't know how different this game would be to the current gen of Train Sim, because all they could have just done for now is they could just say, oh, we're just upgrading the engine and just making the graphics look pretty. But that's not what I consider like a next gen or evolved game. Because I think Train Sim needs to differentiate itself now from the old generation, and I really think it needs to now show and bring in some more different features that we haven't seen in the prior version. And this is really what I hope to maybe hopefully see at the, not fully, because obviously this game is still, I would say, in development. I wouldn't call this a fully released game yet. I would say it's early access, and this is one thing I'm very confused why they didn't do it in early access, because I would understand if it was in early access, because all the features and stuff that were promised, such as maybe multiplayer, are not in the game. So do you call that a full release game, or is that still a work in progress early access game? You be the judge of that. So I'm looking forward to, in the Great Western Express, the features. I'm looking forward to new things that we'll be able to do in passenger services. So is there going to be selective door operation? So, you know, where doors are a bit more realistic and more fluid, in where doors would open when a passenger wants to select a door to open at a platform, because most trains these days, and this is one thing I really don't like about passenger services in the current train sim, is that when you press T to open up your doors, all the doors open, and it's very rare to see a full door release for all door release on trains these days. It's all pretty much selective door operation, or it's it's just basically selective door operation. There's a few services that do full door, all access door operation, where all the doors open, but mainly it's selective door operation. That's something that I would love to see in train sim, and I hope that's something, say with the HST as well in the Great Western Express. It would be nice to see that some doors open where the passengers, and this is another big one, the passengers. I want to see if you know, obviously, because that's going to be a big thing now, with passengers walking on board, sitting down. Are the passengers going to walk up to the door, open the door, or press a button to open the door on the Class 166? This is all things that I'm really... these are the kind of things that are bubbling in my mind and really making me excited. Not the route, not the train. They're really things I don't really care about, to be quite honest. The route, the length of the route was something I was really shocked about. But then when I thought about it a bit more, I can understand why they're doing it. They have claimed that obviously this Unreal Engine version of Train Sim, now the new next gen one, they have said that it can do much bigger routes than we've seen in the current version. I think the current version right now can do maybe 200-300 kilometers, and then past that it gets a bit iffy, even though we've had like stuff like the Western Main Lines, which proved a bit wrong. But mainly that kind of engine on that game cannot really do like really big stuff. But I'm guessing in this game, let me just get this into idle. Come on, get into idle, please. Thank you. I might have to slow down a bit. Let's just slow down a bit, please. Slow down. Thank you. So in the current game, you can't do very, very big routes. In this game, I would hope to see at one point maybe something like London to Glasgow, London to Edinburgh, because I definitely think that the Unreal Engine can definitely handle that. Look at something like Fernbus, which has not the whole one-to-one scale of Germany, but has a very long, you know, very long kind of stretches of road, and that's all in the Unreal Engine. So I definitely can see in the future that once, maybe, because I think the reason why they stuck it to London to Reading, which is pitifully short, the fact that they're saying, oh yeah, you can, you know, stretch out the HST and high-speed services between London to Reading, that's minimal. That's the HST between London to Reading is very, very minimal. I don't even think there are many places in between that you can do the full speed of the HST in that section of the line. I think it gets faster past Reading, but there might be a few places that you might be able to do 125, or maybe not. I'm not too sure. I'm not too knowledgeable with line speeds everywhere, but you can see what I'm going to say. London to Reading in a HST is going to be very anticlimactic. I don't even think HSTs stop anywhere between London and Reading, so you'll just do London to Reading with a HST, and then you'll be done, and you'll be bored, and you'll be wanting to do something else. So hopefully the 166 would be a bit more interesting and more dynamic, because you can do stopping services, which is fine. London to Reading with a 166, a lot of stops in between. I can kind of, you know, that for me that'll be fine. It's a shame they didn't even add the Class 387, the green GWR. Class 387, which obviously I'm starting to run on the route now, and because most of the route is being electrified because of the Elizabeth line, and that's going also to Reading as well, so it would have been cool maybe if they could have added that, but whatever. It's probably not set in the time where it's fully electrified to Reading, so they obviously didn't want to add a 387 that could probably only go up to, what, Hayes and Harling? I don't even know where did the 387s go up to now in real life. I'm not really sure. But all I'm saying is that London to Reading in a HST is just not viable. It's not going to be fun. It's going to be very quick. It's not going to be as immersive as somewhere up to, say, Oxford, or past Didcot to, you know, places like Bristol, Exeter, and Swindon, those kind of areas. Past there, but it would feel like, okay, this is a good high-speed service to do. Let's put the power handle here up to P2. And the reason they did that, and I can understand, is obviously this is their first really detailed, let's say really detailed passenger service route. CSX Heavy Haul, right now I'm driving, you can see right now, it's just trees, essentially. It is not detailed. It is a very long, standard kind of American route. You know, it's not very detailed. It's just freight. It's just, you know, track and very long cargo trains and stuff like that. That's it. And I can understand they went with a safe route for the CSX of the launch of TRANSCRIBE World, but now they're obviously doing something a bit more where, okay, now it's going to show the kind of more strengths of Unreal Engine with more detailed, with a more detailed route. And the reason why I think that they went with London to Reading instead of something a bit more longer is obviously because they have not built a very detailed route in TRANSCRIBE World. This is their first one, so I myself would kind of say, okay, yep, we don't want to do something, we don't want to overstretch ourselves in this first one because we're still getting used to this game, we're still getting used to this engine. You know, we want to see how detailed we can get in a bit of a shorter route, let's say. And in that kind of respect, I can understand why they've done London to Reading. I'm not happy about it because I know that this engine can do far better, far better than London to Reading, because London to Reading is so short. And compare that to when the first Great Western Main Line came out for like one of the first routes for Railworks, Rail Simulator back in the day, like 8-10 years ago now. That was even longer. That was London to Oxford via Didcot. So it's like we're kind of going backwards here in the kind of length of routes where it's just only London to Reading, which is very, very short. But you have to look at it in this perspective. It is their first passenger route. It is their first detailed route. And it is their first time doing that kind of stuff in the Unreal Engine 4. So you kind of have to look at it from a development point of view where they're kind of just in a way testing this out. And to be honest, this whole launch of TRANSCRIBE World with CSX Heavy Haul has been really mainly just in a way an extended beta. It's been an extended kind of testing period where they could get feedback from players, which I understand, and that's why I haven't really played much of it at the beginning, because it was very unoptimized. They obviously needed to get a lot more feedback and a lot more data and stuff from players, and they've done that. And I can see right now playing the game now compared to when I played it like 5-6 months ago, that it's a lot better. It's a bit more polished. It's definitely not as unplayable as before when I started, and when loads of high-end PC users that had like 1080s and 980s, 970s, 1070s and stuff, they were complaining and saying, well, I have a very good computer, but I'm getting no FPS here. And even for me, well, I have a 970, I have a bit of an older CPU, so I can see maybe where my system might not live up to some of the things of like a higher-end PC, but my PC should be able to play it at a comfortable, you know, 50 to 60 FPS on good high settings. I don't play on ultra, I play on high, and I think I have my shadows at medium, so I've fiddled around. This seems to be kind of working very well for me. I'm not going to over push my PC. Some people that have a little bit lower end PCs than even me do complain, and I'm thinking if you don't have a good enough PC to run at ultra, and if you're a person that doesn't have a good PC and expects to run an ultra perfectly, then you really don't understand PC gaming, and you should know what your limits are for your PC and your machine to play certain games. Let's extend a bit of power here because we can. So I understand that, and at the beginning I was frustrated, as a lot of players were, with the optimization, but I can definitely see that's something that they're trying to get right. They're trying to improve it, and for now, me playing this is really good. And apparently they've said that the Great Western Express is a lot better with optimization than CSX Heavy Haul, so that's a really good thing to kind of hear. So I'm just, you know, looking forward to that kind of to play it now. But other things. So we've talked about the kind of passenger side. So what are the passengers going to do? You know, they're going to walk on board, they're going to sit down. Is different times of the day, so say like rush hour periods in the morning and in the evening, are we going to get a lot more passengers on the platforms? Are we going to get overcrowding? Are we going to get, like, you know, in rush hour where certain passengers won't be able to get on the train because it's going to be too busy? Those are kind of things I'm interested to see, if, like, you know, those kind of dynamics and features maybe that could be involved. You know, are we going to have, I don't know, say emergency alarms by passengers? Are we going to have incidents and stuff, and, you know, maybe scenarios like that? I don't know. Even the little things like at stations, are we going to have real live real-time destination boards. That's something I've really wanted, and I've seen in other games like say Metro Simulator that have it. So in an older game that has a really bad engine, well, it's not a bad engine, it's decent for like just a free to play game, but that kind of game has a live real-time destination board with AI train, so you could just like, you know, wait until a train comes and you can see the timing on the matrix display board. I want to see that in Train Sim World. I want to see that in the Great Western Express. I've seen on the screenshots and stuff that they've released of Great Western Express, I've not seen any destination boards yet on the stations. They haven't like shot one where I could see one properly working, or, you know, a placeholder or whatever. So I want to see if that works, because obviously there's going to be a passenger mode, which is something which like, yes, that's really cool, because that just gives you another thing to do, and it gives you a bit more variety to do in the kind of passenger aspect route, where if you don't want to drive, I want to say take a train, and maybe some scenarios might involve you having to take a train to a certain stop where you have to then start your shift. That would be really, really cool to see, because I think that's similar to what they did in World of Subways Volume 3 on the Circle Line, where I think there's some scenarios where you actually have to walk onto a train, take a train to like a specific stop where you have to actually start your shift, which I could see that happening if they want to incorporate the passenger mode and the actual driving mode together. That would be really cool to kind of implement that and have a bit of diverse dynamic scenarios. But the passenger mode itself would be really, you know, cool to see how that would, like, because obviously if all the AI passengers are going to be kind of doing this kind of similar thing that what you're doing when you're in passenger mode, it'd be really interesting to see the kind of interactions there. And obviously you'd be able to sit down in the train, stand up. I don't know if you'll be able, I don't even know if the 166s have toilets. I know the HSTs do, but it'd be, I don't know, could you use the toilet, for example? It's just all these kind of interesting things. Let's increase the power a little bit more here. It's just all these kind of interesting things I'm really interested to see with the kind of passenger aspect, and this is the things that are getting me excited. Not the trains, not the route, not the length. I'm more interested in the features, because that's what I want to see in this kind of development for Train Sim World. I want to see things that are different. I want to see things that they improve upon. I want to, you know, I'm not really too bothered about, like, even with CSX Heavy Haul, like, I'm kind of contradicting myself saying I'm not really bothered about the routes and stuff and more about the features. I was excited with CSX Heavy Haul, and I liked the features that they included in CSX Heavy Haul, like say you could refuel your train, you could do loads of different shunting operations in the yard where you can use a turntable, etc. Those kind of stuff, I was really, you know, that's really cool. You can turn on the engine from a cold start from the actual engine panel at the back where you have to walk out to your loco. All those kind of stuff. And the things like with the freight, where you can actually fill up your freight wagons with coal or stuff like that. That to me is very cool, and I really enjoyed those features, but obviously then it got a bit stale after that, because obviously I'm not really a fan of freight, so I was kind of like, oh cool, you could do all these new things in Train Sim World in freight, but then again I was never a fan of freight, so this is really cool for as in a game perspective, but as just a kind of my own personal preference, it was just like, okay, I'm now a little bit bored. I really want to see what kind of passenger stuff we'll be able to do. Like, we'll be able to refuel the HSDs, will we be able to refuel the 166s? That'll be an interesting thing to see, like at Old Oak Common Depot, if we could like start there and refuel a HST or 166. I don't even know if refueling does happen at Old Oak Common, but I guess it does, because it's one of the biggest depots for Great Western Railway. And I did know that recently there was the Old Oak Common Open Day, which well, right now, when I'm recording this video, I've just returned from my week trip to Bulgaria with a few friends, and I enjoy that immensely. And I'm now actually gonna go tomorrow for another week to Croatia to see some family. So I'm kind of just like off and out and abroad basically for these like 2. I've said that there's not going to be any videos or streams until the 20th of September, but I am going to try and squeeze a few videos, maybe this and a few Fernbus videos now once I'm away, and schedule them over the period. But if I didn't go away, I probably would have actually popped down to the Old Oak Common Open Day. I know there was people like PTG Rail, Mole Man, There was also Matt Pedalston down there with Dovetail Games, which they apparently did a preview of the Great Western Express, which I don't know if anyone that's actually gone to the Old Oak Common there and you've actually saw that preview. What did you guys think of it? Because I definitely would have, if I had the time and if I was here, I would have probably popped down, because for me Old Oak Common is just like a 5-minute walk and 5-minute drive, 10-minute walk away. It's very, very close to where I live, so I would have probably popped down, to be honest. I would have done it incognito though, and then if you saw me on the day I would be like, oh hi. But I would have come, and I would have loved to see the preview of the Great Western Express, and obviously the trains that were there as well. But I wasn't there, so unfortunately I couldn't go and see the preview, or even the lovely trains that were out there on display. But it looked like it was a really, really cool day. Oh, this is a lot better. Like, honestly, before, AI trains were such a bad problem when it was not optimized. But when a train came past you, just the FPS went down insanely. So that's really good. I'm just like, it's nice to just see these kind of things, and you can see how a game has changed over time. So I'm very happy about that. I don't know if you guys can tell in the video. If you actually go back and watch one of my Train Sim World beta videos, just go back, just have a, you know, pause the video now, go back to one of my beta videos of, I think I did 2 or 3 Train Sim World beta videos. Go back and actually have a look at the difference of the quality of, say, this video compared to the beta videos. Just in the beta, it was so badly optimized, FPS was everywhere. And I think, like, when I was doing the shunting thing at that yard with the timetable, I was getting less than 10 FPS, and it was just horrible to record. And it's just not nice when you have a game that just doesn't work properly and it's not optimized, and you're trying to record it as well. And it's just not fun. It's just, it doesn't, you can tell it's just not working properly, and then you have to still commentate over it, and you just, I was just not happy. I was not happy about me recording those videos during the beta. But now, this is really nice. This is super smooth. This is really, really good. I'm very impressed, Dovetail. Really good job on the latest patches, because this is definitely how I felt the game should have been at launch. But obviously, you had to tweak things over time, and you patched it. So I'm happy now that everything so far is okay. And if this is how it's playing now, and this with CSX Heavy Haul after these patches, I'm very much excited now for the Great Western Express, because that's gonna, if that runs like this, it's gonna be very nice. It's going to be very, very nice. But speaking of, like, stuff I wanted to see, like, say with the real-time destination boards at stations, could we get possibly station announcements? I don't know why station announcements haven't been a thing more looked into. I know Just Trains ages ago did some train announcements on, like, say, the Scottish ECML routes, which, even though they were just playback stuff and they weren't really correct to the correct train that was coming into the platform or stuff like that, they just played random announcements that was recorded from real life. It'd be interesting to see if announcements could be something in Train Sim World with the passenger routes. I don't know if it'll be put into the Great Western Express, but I would love to see that at some point. That's the kind of just little things, I guess. There's probably more important things to come through before that. You obviously have also the question of, like, a route editor and a scenario editor, which people have been, because obviously CSX Heavy Haul now feels pretty stale, because obviously it only has the scenarios included and the services, which I'm doing one of them today. People want to obviously make scenarios for Train Sim World, and I hope that soon after the Great Western Express they could look forward to doing a scenario editor, so people can make scenarios and stuff like that. And then there was actually a recent patch, actually a couple of days ago today, when I downloaded it, when I wanted to play this to do the video, that was actually 2.2 gigs, and they changed a bit of stuff in the menus, and because obviously the liveries and stuff that I'm rocking today, this one, when I went in the menu to change it, there's like basically the trains are now in depots, so when you switch through the trains, you like see the train in like a depot shed, which is pretty cool. And then there's like an option to change the liveries, so that's obviously changed a bit of the interface up. So in the future, when we get multiple liveries and stuff like that, and hopefully we'll be able to download our own liveries like you can do right now on the current version of Train Sim, you can just go onto the menu there and switch through your liveries, which would be really, really cool. And then obviously, and then another big thing you can tell because of the preparation for the Great Western Express is on the interface. When you load into the game now, you can pick basically the route. So you can pick CSX Heavy Haul, and there is then like loads of space next to it, which obviously when Great Western Express comes out, it'll be right next to the CSX Heavy Haul option, which would be really cool once that comes out. I myself, I think the Great Western Express actually comes out on the is it the 14th of September? I'm not too sure, but it comes out I think on a Thursday, and I will not be here, unfortunately. So I will not be getting an instant day one kind of video of it for you guys, which I do apologize. I have requested a code from Dovetail for it, and they said that they will send me one once they can, once it's out. So once I return from Croatia, I'll definitely, once I get the code for it from Dovetail, as I am in a kind of like partnership with them where they do send me codes and stuff for stuff that I do videos of on the channel, which I'm thankful for. But once they send me the code and once I'm back from Croatia, I'll definitely be doing videos of it. So, you know, stick around here, and you can obviously go and watch other people. There's only loads of other people that's probably going to do videos before me. But, you know, I'm not really, you know, if I'm here, I would have done it day one. But obviously I'm not going to be here, so it's unfortunate. But what can you do? I'm going to be in Croatia. It's going to release out. I'm probably going to watch video. I don't even know. I don't even know if I want to watch videos or if I want to do it myself as like a first live reaction, but I might be so tempted to watch videos of it while I'm in Croatia, but I'll see. I might be good and I might try and not watch anything and literally have like a fresh reaction for you guys when I actually record some gameplay of it myself, but I'll see during the time, you know. Oh, one thing actually I forgot to do is I forgot to put the headlights on, didn't I? And it is getting a bit let's turn it bright, orcs. What does that do? Oh, that's quite nice. Yeah, that will do. Because it is getting a bit dark now. I think it is... What time is it? It's about 4:45 in-game time. So you can see it's getting a bit little dark, and it's quite nice. I like the atmosphere. I think it's set... I think the date of this scenario is somewhere in the beginning of autumn. So you can see that the trees are browning a bit, which is really nice. So it does look really nice and atmospheric. Oh, these American signals. I don't understand these Americans. So it's green and red. I have no idea. Whatever. Press start mile to begin timing mile. Where's start... Oh. Okay. I haven't even tried any of these computers yet or anything like that, but... Start mile. Load mile. I don't know. What does this one do? I don't know. But cool interactive computers. I'd love to see on the more modern like EMUs in Train Sim World. Once like because obviously modern EMUs have loads of these screens and stuff. It would be really cool. Like say in an Electro Star, I would love, because obviously you have those in-cab screens. It would be so cool if, because of the passengers, the new updated passengers and stuff. It'd be so cool that you can see on the screen a live camera of the platform, like say in driver operation only, where like drivers see like CCTV footage in cab and not on the platform screens. It'd be so cool, because I know that Unreal Engine 4 can do that, because in Fernbus, when you go into the reverse gear, you get a little reversing camera on your dashboard and through your widget, your sat-nav widget on your screen, which actually shows a back-facing reversing camera, which if that can be done in Unreal Engine, then I'm sure it can be done in Train Sim. Is there anything else to do, actually? Backlight. No, I want to keep the backlight off, actually. And is there anything down here? Is there anything down here that I have to fiddle with? Don't think there is. Or what's this? Heating. Let's have medium fan heating. It is a bit nippy. It definitely feels like in the UK right now that it is getting... I remember when I stepped off the plane from Bulgaria. Oh my god. That was Bulgaria was so nice, really warm. It wasn't super warm, like in the summer, in the middle of summer it got up to like past 40s and stuff, but it was just like between 25 and 30 when I was there, but it was still really nice. And then I came off the plane at Luton, got off, and it was raining and it was just muggy and humid, and I was like, oh. But then I was like, oh, doesn't matter, in a few days I'm going back to the Mediterranean and going to Croatia, so it's not too bad, I would say. Not too bad. Other interesting things for, like, say, Great Western Express, I would say, is like, obviously with the thing with the destination boards and stuff like that, and say in passenger mode, because obviously in passenger mode, this is why I think like destination boards would be in it, I would presume, because in passenger mode, if you're at a platform, how do you know when the next train's going to come? You're going to obviously want to look at a destination matrix thing and see, oh, it's coming then. And will there be delays and stuff? Because I'd love to see more kind of stuff with delays, like incorporated into the game system, like say with AI and stuff, like say AI might run a red light or something like more dynamic events and stuff, similar to kind of with Fernbus with dynamic events. I love things kind of changing up on the railway that will affect your journey. I think I wish Train Sim would do less of is do less preset scenarios where everything's preset already. I would love a bit more natural flow in scenarios and in missions and stuff that you do. So like you're doing a service, but then that service might not go fully well. It would just say, oh yeah, you shouldn't have any problems, but then you might have a random problem that might occur. Similarly, like in Fernbus, like certain roads might be closed, certain roads might have engineering works on them, and you have to divert and reroute, and you might get a random police check. I know obviously that's stuff that you can't do in a train game, but it would be cool to see more delays and stuff, and more like, you know, like say in the passenger view, like not everything's on time in the passenger mode, and even when you're driving as a driver, have unexpected things that come up, but things that are predetermined in a scenario that's been made, stuff that's just random in the world. Now we're coming up to this Hindman place. Don't know what happens after. We'll see. Okay, object complete, and then our next one is 12 miles away, which is pretty good. What I could do now is I could just do a little walkie around, really. Where's this door? Close that. Oh my god, it's so much better. I don't think there is a... Oh, there is a door. I don't know. This is really... Let's just go back in here. Are we all good? Passing a little crossroad there. I feel bad for like getting up and like walking around. So, see, now I'm out here on the train. Just being a bit reckless, but this is obviously what Train Sim World can do now, and it's just so much more optimized out here, so much more smoother. You could just, when it's just so optimized and you can just play it properly, it's just such a difference. Oh my god, what's that? I hope that was an engineer or something on there, but look at that. It's just beautiful. I'm really happy that this game's at this kind of state now, because it's just so nice to play. Because when you play a game that's not optimized, it's not really enjoyable, but this is very enjoyable. Can I cross here? I don't... Oh my god. Wow. Can I get back in my... Oh god, I can't get back. Get back. Can I get back, please? Oh, I can't get back. Oh no. Oh my god. A little bit of a problem here. Just can't hop back on my... No, can you open? Right, you're closed. Good. Can I come back over? Please, can I come back over? I don't think I can. Oh my god, we're gonna have problems here. I don't know how else I can maybe get into this cab. I can maybe get into this cab and slow the train down from there, but I can't get back. I can't... Yeah, I can't decouple or do anything stupid like that, but... Come on. Like, I did like a very weird hop over here. So I'm hoping I can... But I don't think I can. This was not planned, by the way. I just thought for fun I could, and I can't even get off the train. But then that would be even more stupid. Yeah, you can see the FPS there. It's like about 40 now. But I'm doing I'm doing a thing here where I'm just walking around the moving train, so it's not too bad. Now I'm doing like 60. Come on. Let me across, please. Do I have to press E or F to get through? No. I have 10 miles to the next location, so let me see if I can walk into the next cab. Can I actually slow down the train? Oh, I can. Oh, I can. Oh, this is brilliant, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Slowing down the train from the back here. Nice. Well, I had to, because there was absolutely no way I was going to get back on there. So I think this was a good executive decision to I'm watching now. I'll be able to walk now. I can't walk over this for some reason. Yeah, I've closed it. I can open it, but I can't walk over. Probably a bug or something. But that's fine. I'm going to just hopefully it will slow down. Oh, now I can climb down the stairs, but I don't... Wait, let me just quickly check if the train's going to stop, because I don't know if it's going to just still keep moving. Let's go back in here. There we go. Oh, that's perfect. Right. Let's get out of here. Close that. Right, I think I should be able to run that. Right. I'm just... Well, this is Train Sim World. You can totally jump off and run with your train. That's nice though. I like the lights. The lighting's really, really nice. Look at that. Right, it's not slowing down though. Can I get back up here? Oh, slow down, please, please, please. It's not slowing down. Wait, it's going faster. What? Please, get me up, please. What happens if I go in front of it? Oh my god. No, I'm inside the train now. No, I've broken it. I've broken it. I have so broken this. Well, oh my god, I'm actually inside. I'm inside the train. I'm actually inside the train, guys. Well, at least it's not. At least it. Oh my god. Why are you going faster? I put the brake on. No. Oh. It's actually going... Oh, it's going faster now. Why is it going faster? I put the brake on. Oh my god. I think this is it. Guys, I think this is it. Well, I think this is a very appropriate time to end the video. Don't you think, guys? I didn't plan this. I just wanted to go walking around and I just couldn't get back to that loco. But hey, what can you do? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this Train Sim World video and a kind of like preparation video for the Great Western Express and my little kind of takes and stuff off the Great Western Express route of it coming out. I'm definitely will be covering once I get back from Croatia. and I'm looking forward to kind of seeing the features and stuff that will be in it. Definitely do tell me down below if you guys were at the Old Oak Common Open Day, and if you got to play around with it, because I'd love to hear your kind of thoughts and opinions down below. I do apologise that we can't finish this service, but I can't really finish it. There's no possible way now because my train's essentially just running away. But it is a nice closing shot, to be honest. It is a nice closing shot for the video. I can't believe. But anyway, I will see you guys soon. I'll do there's this video, and I think there's like 2 or 3 fan bus videos that I've scheduled over the period that I'm in Croatia, so you guys will be entertained. I won't put that many QA live highlights this time. I'll just do actual videos, so I hope you enjoyed them. But I hope you enjoyed my first proper Train Sim World video since the beta. There it goes. There it goes. There it goes. And it's gone. I don't actually think there's a way I can get back into the train from walking. I'm not too sure. No, I don't think there is. But that was fun. That was I guess a way to end the video. We're just here in the actual middle of nowhere. It's very nice. It's very peaceful. It's very somber. My train is somewhere, I suppose. Can't see it anymore, but it will arrive at its destination or whatever. But I hope you guys enjoyed this little kind of preparation for the Great Western Express in Train Sim World's CSX Heavy Haul. I hope you've enjoyed it. I apologise for the runaway train, but it happens, I suppose. Basically, don't get out of your seat while driving, or just get out but don't go too far. It's probably the best tip that we should learn from this. The shoutouts again go to there's probably going to be someone in the comments go, you can just press this button and actually get back to the train, but I don't know what button that is, to be honest. I don't know. Keyboard controls. No, it is probably no. On foot. Right, let's just give it a quick check here. Toggle, crouch, transition, run, take screenshot, interact. No, I don't think there is. But anyway, it's fine. I think it's a cool place to end the video. It's a bit unexpected, a bit funny, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Train Sim World definitely is looking a lot better, definitely with these kind of current patches, and it's definitely a lot more optimized. So I'd definitely give it a go now, and in preparation for the Great Western Express. It's also a shame that it isn't a standalone and you have to have CSX Heavy Haul, but I guess that's just how they're marketing it and planning it, so it's nothing we can really do. But the shoutouts again go to Berdan, Aksu, and Erdal Aksu, and Rob FC. That's again Berdan, Aksu, and Erdal Aksu, and Rob FC. The links and stuff will be down below. Show them some love. I will see you guys in another video, or I will see you when I get back from Croatia to do the Great Western Express. I hope you guys enjoy. Take care and have a lovely day. Bye.
We ain't never giving up, 'cause we ain't born for that. Gotta catch us fast to do. Fast to do. The ship is cruising, it's true.